1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
What's up with your family? It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remy El Ma'at. You are now tuned in to Ma'at TV. Most of y'all already know the routine, but if you don't, remember to hit that like button as you come in. But most importantly, share this video because it's all about the message, right? If you're new to the channel, this your first time stopping by, rocking with your boy, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, but do yourself a favor and hit that notification bell and make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. Alright, family, the moment has arrived.
It's officially over, you guys. Hey, referee, hit that bell. Stop the count. It's over. We're done. There should be no more conversations to be had after this. Now, over the last 2 weeks, Jim Jones has been going on a campaign against Nas.
Smoking when you say you better than Nas?
I might have been a little, well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and what.
You made a boo-boo? Nigga, you opened a wound, nigga. The fuck, that wasn't no boo-boo, that was a gunshot. With a 12 gauge shotgun, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? You have never even, I don't remember Jim Jones even. Hold on, let's fact check that. Has Jim Jones ever attended the Grammys? Has Jim Jones ever attended the Grammys? Yes, rapper Jim Jones has attended events related to the Grammys. Not Jim Jones has reportedly seen at the Grammys with Kanye West. Wait a minute. So you have gone to the Grammys, but you was Kanye West's date.
Message.
Pretty much. And you attended events related to the Grammys. Has he ever even sniffed a Grammy? Hold on. Does Jim Jones have any Grammys? No, Jim Jones does not have any Grammys. Argument over. Argument over. You never even sniffed a Grammy, nigga. And you didn't go to the Grammys as Jim Jones. You went to the Grammys as Kanye West's date.
Well,
you said that bullshit.
But listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Nas was dope.
You wasn't in 10th grade, nigga. You was in Leaf 11 and 12. You're only 3 years apart.
We appreciate him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up like DMX and other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. He
never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album.
What?
I already told you.
Yeah, that's definitely that's like fucking what's the quarterback for the Eagles? McNabb saying that he better than Tom Brady. That's like Cam Newton saying he was a better Patriot than Tom Brady. That's like Cam Newton saying I was a better Patriot than Tom Brady. That's what that is. You ain't even got no Super Bowls. Well, he did take the Panthers to the Super Bowl. He ain't never take you ain't got no Super Bowl with the Patriots.
To want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit, and we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that.
Nigga, you just said it. He had one of the illest albums of all time. That right there blows you out the water. That one album blows your whole catalog. And that's the thing about it. If y'all did a versus, Nas would just perform that one album and blow you out the fucking water. Just one album.
So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm being honest. You asked me. I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. Let's not. You ever heard of a?
Hold on. How many copies did Nas' last album sell? Nas sold approximately 16,000 copies. That's not really a lot for Nas. But let's go to Jim Jones sales. How many albums did Jim Jones' last album sell? 3,500. I think Nas is more relevant to you, nigga. Musically, influentially. If Nas wasn't relevant or, wasn't an impact like you was, then why did you use his name? You could have used anybody else's name, but you use Escobar's.
Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that. Bro, we already went wild on them boys. You heard?
What happened between you and
wild on them boys. You heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm a changed man. Step of the law. Can you dig?
I got a question.
I'm a changed man. Step of the law. That right there is the most. What my shit is letting him in here as a blood. You must have paid your way into a Maj jig, and I don't know too many Maj jigs that's gonna let somebody pay their way into that shit. You must be at I hate to say it, a black Maj jig, because only niggas is gonna allow a blood to claim themselves as a Muslim. You go over there to the Middle East talking about something and walk into a Maj jig if you want to. Cut your fucking head off, nigga.
Pick up for itself and meet me in a booth for something if we want to do something historical.
Nas say he don't do that no more. Nas say he don't do that
because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard he's a very smart businessman.
He got more than $100 million after this deal.
Hold on.
And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. This is how you know Jim Jones is an elite level troll. A few days ago, he went on Backfield podcast, salute to Backfield, and he doubled down. He goes.
And that's the thing about it, bro. Like, this picture right here, put it up full mask. Lets us know that you frauding. For real. Nigga, you only worth 400,000. And you walking around. You mean to tell me you walking around with 50 grand on you every day?
This boy's a motherfucking dummy.
And you only worth 400,000? Hold on, let's do the math. Because that's impossible. Especially if you're spending it. So let's say he's spending that 50,000. Oh, let me do the math. I ain't a mathematician. 50,000. Hold on, wait. 400,000 divided by 50,000. That's 8 days. You're fraud, nigga. You're not spending that money. You took that money out just for that podcast. And you put it right back. Because there's no way. That's 8 days worth of spending. If you walk around with 50,000 every day. That's 8 days worth of spending, my nigga.
This boy's a motherfucking dummy.
You might have pawned one of them chains or one of them rings for that.
Goes on to then say, hey, I'm the reason why everybody's talking about him right now. As a matter of fact, it's been decades since somebody talked about him like this. I made him go viral, not him.
What I did for Nas probably never been done for him in his life. He's never been that viral at all, ever.
Because he don't want to be that viral. You know why? You did this. You know why the difference between you and Nas? Nas acts his age. Look at the difference in this picture. These niggas are 3 years apart. I see a nigga that don't want to grow up and a grown ass man.
Message.
That's what I see. I see a nigga that don't want to grow up and wants to stay young. And over top of me, I see a grown ass businessman who acts his age. That's what I see. When you look at the picture side by side, what do you see? These niggas are the same age. 3 year difference, that's the same age. What do you see when you see Nas? What do you see when you see Jim? Put it in the chat. Comment. Put it in the chat. I need y'all to comment because this would make the videos go up. So I'm going to need y'all to start participating in these comments. If y'all fucks with Remy, I need y'all to start commenting for real. Because this what makes the videos get played more when you got a lot of comments. So what do you see when you see Jim Jones? What do you see when you see Nas?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Nas has spoken about every second around the world concerning music I've never heard. What about Jim? Nas was viral before. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nas was viral before the internet even popped. I see white hair like I see a homeless rapper needing clout, right? You wearing a tennis hat, nigga. At 48 years old, you wearing a tennis hat, my nigga. I don't even see the young boys wearing that shit.
Ever. He's never been talked about like this ever in his life.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, has Nas
You did the last time he was doing some shit like this with people comparing him and Jay was beating on him. You heard?
He said Jay-Z was beating on him.
Let's not talk about other people's career, but let's just get to the semantics of it.
Since the whole
Nas.
Okay.
I don't know Nas to have a conversation with him. You don't have a conversation, we can have that too and shit like that. You dig? Like, I don't really care.
One thing I did see.
This is actually Soulja Boy level trolling right here. You say something outlandish, people call you out for it, and then you go on to take credit for going viral.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let's compare Jim Jones to Soulja Boy. How many platinum records does Soulja Boy have?
Yeah, but the other two they went.
Soulja Boy has earned one RIM platinum for his hit single "Crank That" during the Instagram post. So you on the same level as Soulja Boy. You on at least matter of fact, we can't even say that because Soulja Boy won't crank that.
Message.
Soulja Boy actually wrote that. You ain't right. We fly high. How many platinum albums does Soulja Boy have? Soulja Boy even has 2 platinum albums. You're not even on the same level as Soulja Boy.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
You're not even on the same level as Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy has 2 platinum albums. Jim Jones has none. Wait. You're not even on the level of Soulja Boy. You're not even on the level of Soulja Boy, bro. Shit. Hold on. How many platinum records does Afro Man have? Afro Man has 1 platinum record single, Because I Got High. How many platinum albums does Afro Man have? Afro Man has 1 platinum album.
Jesus Christ.
Message.
Oh shit! I quit. Afro Man has 1 platinum. Jim Jones. Hold on. Let me put this up so y'all can see it. Afro Man has 1 platinum album. I highlighted it right over top of me. He said, I hate it here. Oh my God. That nigga Lil. He got, hold on. How many platinum records? How many platinum albums does Jim Jones have? Jim Jones has 1 platinum single. We Fly High. None of his studio albums have achieved platinum status. You not even on the same level as Afro Man. And I still listened to Cause I Got High. That's still on my playlist. And he did it as a fucking joke. And the other joint, Code 45 and 3 zigzags. Baby, that's all I need. We can go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed. That was, those 2 songs was my shit. We listened to that all through high school. His albums were double wood, double ding-a-ling, double glizzy. His albums with double glizzy. Bro, you're done. There's no point. Well, why? Why even have this argument, bro? But look what Nas did, though.
It's genius marketing. But unfortunately for Jim Jones, Nas just dropped the ether again. This is how you quiet down all the noise. This is how you show there's levels to this. And this is how you quiet down somebody like Jim Jones. Nas went on his Instagram to post a commercial for a casino. Now, this is not just any regular casino. This is a $5 billion casino in Queens that he's partnered with and also invested.
$5 billion casino. He's getting at least $1 billion of that. $5 billion
with, which pretty much is going to guarantee him generational wealth. And that's not including all his other investments.
The future is not something you wait for. It's something you build. It lives in the hands of the doers, the dreamers, the people who refuse to stand still. Resorts World is more than a casino. It's energy. It's opportunity. It's hope for the borough. A second chance for some, a first step for many. It's where community gathers. Not just to win, but to build a future once imagined. This isn't just business. This is legacy. And now it's time. Time to invest in us. Because the future doesn't ask for permission. It moves with purpose. From our chairman to our newest employee, we're committed to Queens. And in Queens, the future is now.
Now, this casino is basically going to transform Queens, New York into Vegas. So, no, Jim Jones, Nas doesn't have time to argue about who's more viral, who's the better rapper. This is about real life and legacy. So, if you're Jim Jones, you gotta feel crazy right now. You've gotta cancel all those podcast tours that you've booked already. You're trying to rap beef with a guy that's not thinking about you, somebody that's out here building partnerships and also investing in stuff that's going to change the lives of people. Just like Nas said in his caption,
what Jim Jones ever do for Harlem? We seen you buy toys. You got people through Christmas. He about to get them niggas through Christmas, Easter, the Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, all the holidays. He about to get he put his whole barrel on, bro. He is about to put his whole barrel on. What did Jim Jones do for Harlem besides buy toys?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
And splurge and stunt. I showed him how to dress. He said, I showed them how to be responsible and take care of their family. No, you showed these niggas how to never grow up. That's all you did, was show niggas how to never grow the fuck up. That you can be 40 years old and still think you're 20. That's what you showed them. This nigga put his whole barrel on. He's about to get everybody in Queens a job. Majority of them. He has the power to give them a job. He about to surpass Jay-Z in money. Aboriginal man. Neek would be. What's up, sis? Big T, what's up? He's about to give everybody a job. What did you do, Jim? You not even on the same. Hey, Neek, well, you just missed it. Afro Man and Soulja Boy has more platinum albums than Jim Jones. And those are the two laughing stocks of, well, Afro Man ain't a laughing stock. Afro Man funny as shit. But Soulja Boy got 2 platinum albums. Jim Jones has none. And I think Jim Jones is a better rapper than Soulja Boy, but Soulja Boy got more platinum records. And he actually wrote his biggest hit. So I can't believe it. I showed it, sis. I showed it. We can't say that you a better rapper than Soulja Boy, because Soulja Boy actually wrote his biggest hit. You ain't right when you fly high. You may have wrote your verse, but you ain't write the hook. Give me one good bar from We Fly High other than balling. Tell me Jim Jones' verse on balling. Tell me his verse.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Wait a minute.
You can't tell me when I want not one part of his. But only thing I remember him saying is speeding. That's an ad-lib. That's the only thing I remember. Speeding. I don't remember nothing else.
Build something legendary for the community. Let's bring the future home. It's time. Listen, man, it doesn't get any better than this. This is how you flex on somebody that thinks you guys are on the same level. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys
That's
make
the only
of
thing
this
you remember. That ain't the Jim Jones
and all
bar.
the noise he's
That's
been
Max
making
B.
lately? Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later.
That ain't the Jim Jones bar. That's Max B. You can't even use the hook. That's Max B. Yeah, you can't use that. That's Max B shit. I'm talking about his verse. Summer in Miami. Trey Songz wrote that hook. Give me a bar from there. Other than that's a summer in Miami, yeah. Weed in the air. That's the summer in Miami. That was my shit. But it wasn't because of Jim Jones' verse. He's the Fat Joe of Harlem. Pretty much. Matter of fact, Fat Joe got more hits than him. How many platinum albums does Fat Joe have? Fat Joe even got 2 platinum albums.
Oh my God.
TKO. Fat Joe even got 2 platinum albums. Ah. Oh my God, my kidney stones. Fat Joe even got 2 platinum albums. My kidney stones. Ah. This is ridiculous, bro. We're looking to tell. We're looking at the worst rapper in history. Isn't that good? We're looking at the worst rapper in history. Jim Jones is officially the worst rapper in history. Niggas was arguing with me saying he was better than Meek Mills. Hold on. How many platinum albums does Meek Mills have? Meek Mills has 2 platinum albums. And niggas telling me he was better than Meek Mills. Not y'all, but I had niggas at my job try to tell me he was better than Meek. I said, you lost your fucking mind. Meek Mill's album debuted at #1. Jim Jones has never debuted at #1.
You better be careful, little buddy.